strength increasing.
All right. Hey, everybody. Doing a little trade recap, showing everybody on how I was able to get set up for this trade here at higher time frame levels, set up with a couple of trend lines, little excess stuff. Sometimes I like to throw in a little like extra, just depends on what's going on with the market. Right now, today was pretty volatile, but I was thankfully able to capitalize a little bit here. So I set up the risk to reward tool right here. As you can see, you can check the prices 28,551, right? You can take a look at this here, 28,553. I mean, it was adjusted, but it's on the 1 minute time frame right now. So you can see how I entered in and exited, had everything set up here. And this is how I did it. So high time frame Fibonacci's hit the Fibonacci level, the blue line here on a higher time frame, 15-minute time frame. Okay, you see the reaction here. Price dropped into it. Okay, and the first bounce was my first trade here, and I sold. And then what I was looking for was a retrace to the 618 here. Boom, blasted it. And then I was anticipating a reaction on this blue Fibonacci level here. And you can see that I added this line because, I wanted the reaction, okay? Plus, I did tee it up with some RSI, okay? So I was seeing that we did get an oversold reaction here at this point in time. It didn't really get much of a bounce. So it tapped again on the bottom here. Stochastic bottomed out as well. Got a pretty good lift off. Some reactions down. Staircase down, elevator up. Okay, that's another market structure little tip there. But yeah, so I was looking for the reaction. Realistically, I was wanting this here from the 618 to go to one of these three orange levels. Okay, but it did not. And the reason why I jumped out early instead of going to my normal Fibonacci levels was because of the fact that I'm in a bearish trend still. Okay, so it was a scalp. It was a counter trend trade. I don't generally recommend that because I was going against the grain. It's like trying to pet a cat backwards. All right, so don't really recommend that. But I had some confluence to go with because higher time frame level, RSI is bottoming out here on the higher time frame, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Again, oversold completely on the 5 minutes here. So I was monitoring stuff. So when you have a hunch, when you're looking at a whole bunch of other confluences, sometimes you can take some extra scalps like that are a little bit against the grain because you never know. This could float up here even higher, potentially even tap the old 618 level again, right? You never know. So, but I wanted to take a little pop at it, a little stab. Looks like it's about to test 200 MA here. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it. Again, normal stuff here. This was a previous level, you can see, because it started to get a little bit of a bounce, and then it broke below again, and then it lifted off. I already had this level set, so I was already going to buy anyway, and I was waiting for, I guess you can call this a liquidity sweep here. Again, bought, and then for sure I knew I was going to buy again on the second time because it broke this level here where it had a little support and resistance down, and then it went all the way up here. So I knew I was going to get some reactions on the way down. This was the reaction that I was looking for. I did sell quite early, unfortunately, but right here I sold in the move, bought here on this line, and sold up here. And as you can see, it's floating way up. So, alrighty, but that's the way to do it. Fibonacci again. It's the sauce.